Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Hello children, welcome to the session. In today's session children, we are going to discuss about the standard units of measurement. This topic is children very important from the exam point of view, so be very alert while this session. And also children, we will discuss about some of the ancient techniques of measurement. And we have already discussed about what is measurement, and we all know measurement means finding the dimensions of any object. What is measurement? Measurement means finding the dimensions of any object. Okay, children. So let us start. In ancient times, children, people used a foot or the width of the finger or the distance of their steps or the footsteps as the common units of measurement, right? And you must be very surprised that if you observe the geometrical constructions of the time of Indus Valley civilization, children, Indus Valley civilization, they were perfectly geometrical constructions, which indicates that the people of Indus Valley civilization had very excellent means of measurement. Only then they can create the geometrical figures that were observed. Okay, so let us quickly read this. The people of the Indus Valley civilization must have used very good measurements of length, because we see the evidence in excavations of perfectly geometrical constructions, right children? Let's move ahead. And children, people often used a foot as the unit of measurement. And how did they use the foot? They used a foot as if they outstretch an arm, and they start measuring it from the tip of middle finger to their chin. This is what they considered a foot to be. So foot was used, but it was also again not a standard unit of measurement. It varied from in different parts of the world. Okay, and children, the length of the foot varied slightly from region to region. People measured a yard of cloth by the distance between the end of the outstretched arm, that is the tip of the middle finger, and their chin. Whereas children, the Romans used their pace or their footsteps as the unit of measurement, right? But in India, children, for the smaller lengths, we used our finger and we called it as 1 angul. Okay, for measuring small things, small objects, or we use our fist also, the measurement of the fist, which we call as mutti. Right children? So in ancient India, small length measurements were used, which were an angul, which is a finger, or a mutti, which is fist. We can see the flower sellers using their forearm as the unit of length for the garlands in many towns of India, right children? And many such body parts continue to be in use as the unit of length when convenient. Sometimes there are situations when we do not have a scale, sometimes we do not have the measuring tape. In that case, children, we approximate the measurements to be, we approximate these measurements and we measure these using the traditional ways like handspan or footsteps or fist. Okay, so let's move ahead. And children, in 1790, the French created a standard unit of measurement and they called it as the metric system. Children, this is really important from the exam point of view. French created the standard unit of measurement, which we call as metric system. But children, and for the sake of uniformity, people all over the world, scientists from all the countries, accepted this metric system as the standard units of measurement, so that there is no discrepancy or variation in the measurement. The 10 centimeter, if we measure in India, will be same as 10 centimeter if it is measured in America. Okay children, so this is the advantage of having the standard units of measurement. And so children, what is the name of the standard that we use today? It is known as International System of Units. We call it as SI unit. It is International System of Unit. Okay children, and if we measure the length, what is the standard for the unit of length? The SI unit of length is, children, meter. SI unit of length, that is the unit accepted by International System of Units for the length, is meter. Okay children, so let's move ahead, and now we will discuss about some of the commonly used standard units of measurement. First children, each meter is divided into 100 equal divisions. So what we have done, suppose children, this length is equal to 1 meter. Now what we are going to do is we will divide this 1 meter into 100 equal parts, and we named each part as centimeter. Centimeter. Okay children, so we have a 1 meter and we divided it into 100 equal parts, and each part is known as 1 centimeter. So children, each centimeter has, then again children, now this is 1 centimeter, we take it over here, this is equal to 1 centimeter. Now what we are going to do is we will divide 1 centimeter into 10 equal parts, and now each equal part is known as 1 millimeter. Millimeter. And children, what is the short form? How do we write this? For meter we use small m, for centimeter we use small cm, for millimeter we use small m and small m. This is millimeter. So children, by this we can write this as 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, and children, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. These are commonly used for measuring shorter lengths, okay children, but for larger lengths we need a larger unit, say a kilometer. So children, we have 1 kilometer which is equal to 1000 meter. Okay, for measuring the large distances, say what is the distance between earth and moon, earth and sun, distance between Delhi and Lucknow or some other area. These larger distances we use the unit kilometers. We can define a larger unit of length, it is called as a kilometer, and 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Okay children, so let's move ahead. So children, like we have a unit for measuring length which is meter, similarly for measuring other physical quantities like mass of any object, we use a unit which is kilogram, and it is abbreviated as small k and g, kg. Okay. Then children, for physical quantity time, we have an SI unit of second, and we abbreviate it as small s. Similarly, for electric current, for measuring the electric current, the SI unit is ampere, and it is abbreviated as capital A. This is ampere. Okay children, so let's move ahead. And children, we have this NPL, which is National Physical Laboratory. It is situated in New Delhi, and it is responsible for maintaining new national standards. It is responsible for maintaining national standards for all the basic units of measurement. Okay children, we have different systems of measurement which are FPS, in which we have foot, pound and second. Then we have CGS, which is centimeter, gram and second. Then MKS, in which we have meter, kilogram and kg as the standard units of measurement. This meter is for length, kilogram is for mass, and second is for time. Okay children, so this was all about the standard units of measurement, and I really hope that you would have understood the concept really well. Okay children, but we are left with one more point over here. So children, if we have to measure something, we have to sort of select the standard unit of measurement according to its size. Suppose you have to measure the girth of a tree. In this case, you cannot use that meter scale, right? So in this case, you will use a measuring tape. Okay children, and suppose you have to measure your geometry box, you again cannot use a meter scale because the length of geometry box will be so small. So you will be needing a centimeter scale for that. Okay children, right? So you will have to select the measuring object, the measuring thing with respect to the length that you are measuring. Okay, this was all about the standard units of measurement. Thank you so much for your attention.